And finally on the program, former Ogun State Governor Olusegun Ashoba, former military governor of Imo State, Major General Ike Nwachukwu retired, the publisher of Vanguard newspapers, Mr. Sam Amoka, were among eminent personalities that spoke highly of the former governor of Lagos State, Lateef Jakonde, at the first annual memorial lecture organized for him. The Nigerian Guild of Editors is celebrating the legend for his exemplary role in journalism, politics, and governance.
He was the editor-in-chief of the Nigerian Tribune.
Industry players in mainstream media, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Kadiri Hamzat, the wife of the first civilian governor of Lagos State, Mrs. Sikira Jakonde, among other important personalities converged on Ikeja, Lagos for the maiden Lateef Jakonde Annual Memorial Lecture organized by the Nigerian Guild of Editors, which he established in 1961. The first in the series highlights the impact he made in developing Lagos State and Nigeria and his contributions to the journalism profession and ways to reshape the media industry.
Abakekere devoted his entire professional and political career to advancing values of liberty and social justice. He also exemplified the values of honesty, integrity, courage, and fairness. He told the stories of the powerless and held the powerful to account. He demonstrated commitment to our journalistic freedom and long-term survival. The circumstances in which we report and distribute and obtain the news have changed dramatically. It is therefore our constitutional duty to reposition and revitalize the media, just as Baba Kekere and his colleagues did to meet the challenges of their time. Indeed, Section 22 of the Nigerian Constitution, 1999 as amended, articulates the meaning and purpose of our profession and the role we are to play. Section 22 provides that the press, radio, television, and other agencies of mass media shall at times be free to uphold the fundamental objectives contained in that chapter and uphold the responsibility and accountability of government to the people. Therefore, we should find ways of addressing the impact of new technologies in every part of our work as journalists and media practitioners. We have to work harder and do more to adjust and adapt to survive and bring our work to new audiences. The media must work to ensure the financial and editorial independence of our profession as the first estate of the realm, if we are to effectively and efficiently discharge our constitutional duty under Section 22 of holding power to account and upholding human rights and democratic principles.
His associates and students speak highly of the late journalist and governor and their experience with Baba Kekere, as is popularly called.
It was at Ilesha Grammar School that LKJ began the process of cutting his journalistic teeth by editing the school's quarterly Mirror, a literary journal. From that rudimentary beginning in journalism, he migrated to full-blown print journalism. First at the Daily Express, Daily Service, and later at the Nigerian Tribune Group on the invitation of the founder, Chief Obafemi Awolowo. From reporter, then editor, he rose to the pinnacle of the profession to become the managing director and chief of staff of the Tribune Group until he quit in 1978 to contest to become the first elected civilian governor of Lagos State on October 1, 1979.
Whatever I became in later years as an officer of the Nigerian Army was because I worked under such persons as Lateef Jakonde and Alade Odunwewu and Lateef Teniola, who was my news editor. I cannot but always revere them. And please, whatever you do, remember this great man called Jakonde and follow his path. He lit the light to our feet, and we had not gone wrong ever since.
Jakande created a political clinic. He created a consulting room. When he was governor in his house, I don't know whether 2 or 3 days in the week, anybody, whoever you are, you can come to Jakande as your governor, just take your cue, and he will listen to everybody like any doctor would do. It was political, a whole governor. He lived in his own house. He looked at you. He drove his own car, and he will sit down. Any problem you have, whoever you are, you don't need an appointment. Anybody in Lagos, anybody anywhere, you bring your problem to Jakande, Elijah will testify. He will sit down in his conference room there, and he will listen to everybody before he goes to bed. I don't think we have seen any governor that is that grass-rooted as Alhaji Lateef Jakande.
I had accidentally had the fortune of coming to be supervised by the late Alhaji Jakande. I was sent by the Guild of Editors to be on the board of the NIJ, Nigeria Institute of Journalism. NIJ used to be very close to his home at Ogba. So he didn't come to NIJ to supervise on meeting days only. Alhaji Jakande could drop in at any moment because NIJ was also part of his family. What would I say of him? Throughout our being on that board, he maintained a very high degree of moral ground. It's very rare to find somebody who would discover his mistake and also be the one to correct himself.
His foray into politics must have been a tough decision for the family, going by this revelation from one of his sons.
We are very, very grateful for the glowing tribute, for all the kind words that have been said about him. Very, very importantly, that these words continue to, because in Yoruba culture, when you talk about Poju, Irolu, Bembe, but we keep listening to things about Alhaji Jakande and Oroyepo, but there's zero combe. So it's been very consistent. I want to let us appreciate and celebrate Alhaji Jakande. Alhaji Jakande, for me, I think she deserves to be celebrated. Alhaji Jakande has given us, or allowed Alhaji Jakande to be selfless. He allowed him to govern the city of Lagos as a selfless governor. Because we all know what happens in the other room. And Chief Tola, there's the other room. So we all know what happened in the other room. He has allowed Alhaji's story to be what we can hear today, because she has the capacity to have changed what we are listening to today. Let me use this medium to also appeal to Mr. Governor to revisit the issue of Lagos State University. Alhaji Lateef Jakande founded Lagos State University. And Alhaji said, when he started designing, or they started with, I think, late Professor Femi Agbalajobi, when they started the works on Lagos State University, that was when Professor Ambrose Ali came, and the late Onabanjo, Bishop Onabanjo. And he has asked Professor Femi Agbalajobi to put them through. And that is how they were able to have Ogun State University and Bendel State University.
Dr. Hamzat also describes Lateef Jakande's life as a reflection of humanity at its abundance, with several stories of positive impact.
A life well spent is not determined by how long, but how impactful. Well, today we must give thanks to Almighty God that the man we are celebrating had both opportunities. He lived a very long life and he lived a very impactful life. Therefore, it is great to commend the President of Nigerian Guild of Editors and members of the Guild for deeming it fit and appropriate to initiate Lateef Jakonde Annual Memorial Lecture in honor of one of the founding fathers and first president of this esteemed body 62 years ago. The theme of this maiden lecture, Lateef Jakonde the Man, is journalism, is politics, is art, and will x-ray the life journey and milestone achievement of Alhaji Jakonde, which revolve around his profession as a journalist and his calling as a consummate politician. There is no gainsaying that both in his profession and his calling, Alhaji Jakonde demonstrated visionary leadership and selflessness in the service of people and humanity generally. The Nigerian Guild of Editors, which has grown to become a highly respected body in the media industry, is a testament to his testimony, to his vision and exemplary leadership. The administration and good people of Lagos State will forever remember Alhaji Lateef Jakonde and his good deeds to Lagosians.
To Alhaji Lateef Jakonde.
For many, it was a priority event which created another opportunity to honor the late Lateef Jakonde for his good deeds to humanity.